Previously, we have learned that to determine the translation of a point on a designated vector, we're just going to add the first components. So say for example, if our x has components x sub 1 and x sub 2, and the vector indicated has components v sub 1 and v sub 2, which could also be written as this form. Okay, if we're going to talk about the translation of point x in the indicated vector, we're just going to add the first components, and you have to add the second components as well. So say for example, if this is your point, depending on what your vector would be, say for example your vector goes to this direction, okay, and this point here is the translated point of your point x. In this case, if this is your point x, sorry for that, this is your point x, and this is actually your translated point image of your point x using the indicated vector. Okay, so we're just going to determine that using this. But this time, if it's a line, and we know that line consists of infinitely many points, what if point x here is just actually part of a certain line? So let's not make it that line. How about it's just part of a certain line, something like that. Okay, that would mean if we are going to pick another point here on the same translation vector, it would also transpose and translate in this manner, and the point or the translated point and its points herein for every point in this line will also form a certain line. Okay, and this would be the translated line. Okay, this would be the translated line of your given line here. So say for example, if this is your line L, you could note, say for example, L prime for your translated line. So we are just going to use a similar process by adding components, but since a line consists of infinitely many points, we cannot just determine the singular line or even a singular point or even just 2 points, even if 2 points determine a line. To determine that, here will be the correct process, and now for translating a certain line. Okay, so translation again is still movement, right? So it is being pushed into a certain direction. That's your direction vector v. So say for example, your equation for L is identified as, say for example, ax plus by plus c equal to 0, or even when it is expressed in the standard form, which is ax plus by is equal to c. To determine your line, translated line, okay, L prime in this case, let's simply call it x prime. You are to determine the values of your x and y in general sense. So say for example, you will have here x and y for all of your points in L. And of course, you have your designated vector v sub 1 and v sub 2. That would mean for your translated point, okay, for every translated point, let's say this is your translated point, right? Okay, for your x, let's say, let's not use x. Okay? Let's say point P. For your translated point for point P is this actually equal to x plus v sub 1, right? For this is the specific example, again generalizing it not just for x sub 1 and x sub 2, and you have here y plus v sub 2. Take note that the translated point is also a point, so we can call it as x prime and then y prime. This is equal to x plus, x plus v sub 1, and you have here y plus v sub 2. So your every translated point for every point x, y in that given line L, you're going to have your x prime is equal to x plus v sub 1, okay? And then for your y prime is y plus v sub 2, okay? What is my point here? To come up with the equation of a line, okay, we can actually come up with forms for our x prime, okay, and for our y prime intended for the equation involving x prime and y prime, because this would also involve x prime, y prime is equal to c. Not necessarily the same a, coefficient, not necessarily the same b coefficient or c coefficient. We're just going to substitute it there, and the value would correspond into this notations or these forms here. Okay? So you will be given later on with a certain vector. In short, this value will be given, this value will be given. But since x and y represents all points or the coordinates of all points, we can actually tell it in this, say in this manner, that your x is actually x prime minus v sub 1, which would be a specific value, and your y is equal to y prime plus, minus v sub 2, which is also a specific value. This would be the representation that we need to substitute here and here to come up with a new equation having primes. We will have an illustration for this, but we simply copy this process. We're going to express our x primes and y primes, components of your translated points for every given point in your line. Later on, express it in terms of x and y, which would be substituted here and here to come up with the equation. And for us to really see the translated line, we can graph this later on, whatever the equation would be, to show this entire graph. We will have more examples or illustrations for this. Thank you very much for watching.